Hi, methodology students. It's me again. I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood clearly the interactions chart, which is due M08. That's the end of week 4. So the interactions chart is your very first kind of lesson plan. And what we do in these planning activities and methodology is we take you from planning for low-level novices to planning for higher novices and planning for intermediates up to intermediate high in our program. So this very first one is for the lowest level, and it's actually the first stage of a lesson, which is before you actually start teaching new language or content. What you're doing is you're just showing a topic and you're eliciting from students what they already know about that topic, just to get them warmed up and get them talking and get them personalizing, talking about themselves. That's the goal. So you might be thinking, okay, can I pick any topic? Well, as you may have heard, the topic is something that you already chose. And you chose that in your topic sign-up sheet, which looks like this. Some of you clicked turn in, some of you didn't, but that's okay if you didn't click turn in. So basically, if I'm Joy, the original activity was students are going to read an article about famous shopping spots in the world. We're not going to do a reading activity. We're not going to do a speaking activity. We're not going to do any writing or any new practice of language at all. We're just going to talk about the topic, right? So that means Joy's going to write about one of these things, for example, shopping. So if I were Joy, I'd show a picture and elicit from the students that we're talking about shopping and get them talking to each other about shopping and personalizing about their experiences and so on and so forth. Now, while you're doing that, you're using, it is the interactions chart after all, so you're using interactions. So let me find your interactions chart in your resources. I could find it under useful materials, or I could find it in your student book. Here I am in useful materials of your classwork tab in Google Classroom. And I find your classroom interactions there. So I know I'm not really getting students to practice language yet, but they're still using language as they're asking and answering questions. So what I would be focused on is, first I'm using MIC visuals because I'm showing a picture and I'm eliciting from them that it's shopping. And then I'm using different kinds of scaffolding to get students talking, like I'm S1, S2 questions. I'm doing pair work, and then I'm calling on one student. That's pair work to S1. All of these things are going to happen naturally in a lead-in where you're just getting students talking. Of course, at the same time, you could be using your whiteboard, using visuals, using Google Slides to get students talking. That would be another example of material scaffolding. Make sure you follow the format that's indicated in the model for this lesson, for this interactions chart. And let me show you that as well. So you do have this model. And again, as I told everybody in class, there's a big long paragraph here, but that's because we TESOL instructors decided to do the best job we could do. Keep in mind also, our version is for intermediates. Your version is for novice. So make sure you're using those novice level interactions, novice level language choice, novice level questions, interactions, and tasks. So you see here, there's a number of things. In the beginning of this one, the teacher is actually modeling a question and getting students to practice it. That's not necessary for you guys. You could just have them talk to their partners about what do you see in this picture. If you want to do a little greeting, you're worried about filling up all the space, you could. And by the way, your template is not numbered in the same way. This one has 6 or 7 long chunks, and yours has 10 to 12 small lines. As long as it's about a page long and you have about this many interactions, you should be okay. Now, if you turn something in with 3 interactions and 3 lines, that could be a problem. Or if you're using the same interaction every time, that could be a problem. But try to have a variety of interactions here. You can watch also my video on the different classroom interactions as a review. But the main thing here is that you're not doing any new grammar practice. You're not focused on specific language. You're just getting them talking about the topic. Imagine after they warm up like this for 10 minutes, they're going to do some other activity where they're practicing language or they're learning language, but not for the first one, guys. Just get them talking using different interactions. And I'm sure there's something that I'm missing, something that I haven't mentioned yet that would be useful here. Going back to interactions chart, I've also included the instructions there. If you want to follow a step-by-step instructions, don't leave anything blank in the template unless it says leave this blank. And I also have a bit of scaffolding here for you guys, how to work with the model, because I know as your first assignment, you're going to be tempted to look at that model and use it maybe a little bit too much. So this is just a little guideline. Models are not templates, so don't cut and paste and change some things. Rather, look at the original, the model that we share and have it inspire you. Let it inspire you to go in a certain sequence of, oh, I can start with a greeting, maybe I can start in this way. Oh, that's how you write the interactions. But please don't have the same exact sequence that's in there. Try to be creative. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, and use your best judgment on that. Okay, that's about all I have for this supplemental instructional video. Remember, I'm giving you guys this semester one. I'm giving you a couple extra days just so you have lots of time to work on it. So take advantage of that. And I will see you guys when I see you. If you have questions, you can email. You know my email address. You can subscribe to my YouTube if you want. I don't know if that's going to help you, but that's pretty cool. And I will see you in the internet and then the Injiguan. All right? Goodbye, guys, and good luck.